Julifer9211 coming at you with another live video. This video is for one person only, Marco Jardinto. So excuse me if I pronounced it wrong, but you commented on one of the videos. People have to understand, I sold all my hand traps because hand traps makes your deck a meta. It's not top tier. Even though people will tell you like, oh, deck's up top tier. According to this video or this picture, which is from Yami Yugi, he claims that he was on Platinum 1, but it was on the season 1. And to be honest with you, I'm not hating on him. I believe him. But when you look at the YCS, like the World Tournament Champions, like no longer the local tournaments. All the local tournament champions don't make it to even the top 100 decks. All of them are trash. And the YCS, there's different types of decks and builds. And they have like almost 0% with the local champions. Local champion decks have nothing to do with the top 100 or top 20 YCS decks. And if you don't believe me, go look at it. Go look at any local tournament champion and then go look at his ranking in the YCS. They're trash. They're like past 200. They'll be lucky if they climb up to like rank 180. But more likely not. They will be past the 200 ranking. And it's because the decks are trash. So all of them play hand traps. So they're meta. People don't know yet. So this deck right here from Yami Yugi, it's fine. If it's Platinum 1, it's fine. I'm not going to say nothing. It's just that if you pay attention to the deck, you have the 2 Dark Magicians, 3 Soul Servants. You have the 2, I know it's blurry, excuse the blurriness. It has the 2 Maxis, and then you have 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Rod, and then you have 3 Alistair, the Invoker, 2 Apprentice Illusion, 1 Dark Magician, then you have the 2 Invoked, 1 Magicalized Fusion, and then you have 1 Terraforming, 1 Ayatamias, 2 Magical Meltdown, and then you have 1 Secret Village of the Spellcasters, 1 Dark Magic Circle, 1 Dark Secrets of Dark Magic, 1 Called by the Grave, 3 Soul Servant, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and then you have 1 Eternal Soul, 1 Skill Drain, and 2 Solemn Judgments. So that is the original format that he plays, and a deck that a lot of people, similar to all the people that were claiming they were on Platinum 1 in Season 1, I didn't get to join because I downloaded the game late. Look at the day that my decks were updated or uploaded, and it was after the month ended, then I downloaded Master Duel, and I started playing it. So the format that I built is because I have it in real life. I don't have it in a game because I'm a card seller. So I make a lot of my money, I make it from selling decks. So sometimes people can't afford $1,000 decks, $2,000 decks. What do I mean by that? I've had first edition LOB, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, and if you know anything about those cards, Gem Med, they're $2,000 to $5,000 per card. So people can't afford that. You know, it takes a long time to sell those cards, 6 months or a year, until someone saves or someone gets their income tax or whatever the case. But when you set up decks that are worth like 150 to 200, those sell like hotcakes. So most of the decks I build are not hand traps, and I try to make them YCS compatible. Then I go and I do against YCS champion decks, maybe not top 20, but I try to do top 80 to 50. And I have proof that I've beat them. My decks are more about drawing and versatility. It's like no matter what you do, I'm gonna get you. Hand traps, Nabiru, and I prove it. None of those cards have zero effect on my decks. But you know, when some people try some of my decks, they don't know how to play it because it's too complicated, and the monsters boost up past 10,000 attack. So people are not familiar with that. And then also you can tell because when you go to their channel, out of the millions of YouTubers, Dark Magician players, zero. The percent is zero. I would be the exception. Nobody goes through about 10 negations in 2 turns. I'm not talking about in 3 or 4. 2 turns. I have videos where I go up to like 8 or 9 negations in 2 turns, and they affect me in no way at all. It's like they didn't play anything. And it's because my deck is set up like that. But people try to play some of my decks and they don't understand how it plays. The deck has 3 ways. One card does 3 things. But because people are used to the old version, the meta, so they play hand traps and that bricks you. And then your deck bricks you. And then you lose. You lose because it bricks. You lose because they're negating you. And then your good hand turns into a brick. My deck, the brick hands are the powerful. When you get bricked, you break out of bricks. You set up the board. Nothing stops you. There's 0 excuses. So if you don't know how to play the deck or it's too complicated for you, you can go to the old format. This format specifically, like I'm saying it openly, it is Yami Yugi's format, but it is also the format. If you type it in on Google and look at most of the Platinum 1 tier Invoked Dark Magician, this is what's going to pop up. You're going to have Maxis. You're going to have Ash Blossoms. And then you're going to have 3 Alistar, the Invokers. And if you pay attention to the deck, it's going to be negating a lot of things, which is what everybody does. It's like a regular Dark Magician deck where you have a bunch of hand traps because you have the infinite impermanence. Because if you pull all the hand traps, you have my deck. Pull them all. I don't play. If it's a hand trap, I don't play it. So then when you pull those cards out, I substitute it for other cards. And in reality, the deck is probably worth $150 to $200. But if you play this deck that's in this format right now, it's probably $500 or more. Luckily, some of the invoked monsters are cheap. They're about $1 a piece or something. But I'm gonna move the screen on the bottom, and you can see all the fusion monsters that are there. So pretty much, he just has the invoked engine and a Dragon Knight, and the rest of it is basically trash. And if he wants to climb up, he goes to Access Code Talker to OTK. But the thing about my deck, I don't need to climb up. Like Access Code Talker pops some cards, my deck pops some cards without Access Code Talker. And you need 4 to climb up, I just need 1, and I can already OTK you with way more attack than Access Code Talker. So all I'm saying is people know how to play decks to their comfortability, like what they're used to. So this deck was this video was made for you because you were requesting, because you were stuck on gold tier 1, I think. Marco Jardinto. This is the original build. More, but this is the standard deck. Like, because if you remove Dark Magician, if you remove the Dark Magician deck, then you're gonna have to add any other deck that you can dream of, and they're all the same decks. People haven't realized it. It's just a bunch of hand traps, and then they throw a deck on top of it. So it's not necessarily that I'm hating on it. I'm just being honest, because once you remove all the hand traps, then that's my deck. I have no hand traps. I've never played hand traps. And that's why those videos of people that they play, you never see them go through a lot of negations, because they can't. If they upload those videos, they're gonna upload how they lose. So like I said, this is the original format. Everybody plays it a little bit differently. I seen it with droplets. I seen it with Dark Ruler No More. But this is the main build of it. So try this format if you're not comfortable with the version that I'm playing. And that's it. I covered it. You want to go platinum? This is the one. This is what everybody else is playing. And if you get stuck on platinum 1, I'm sorry, on platinum 5 or 4, you're going to have to change it slightly. And that's about it. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your comment. And I responded immediately. So have a good one.